Yo,
Look at this.
listen up. It's time for a tale.
Look at this.
That'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw. Bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred. Talking smack, getting you hyped up hard. Calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down the gauntlet, making it mark. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Well, welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. It is Top Rope Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, way up top.
It is a way up top. What is going on?
Not a whole lot. Middle of the vacation week. Tired as shit because I can't get on the sleep schedule.
Oh.
Ready for the beach tomorrow.
All right. How many days you spending down there?
Leaving early tomorrow, coming back late Thursday.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit.
Father-son trip with the boy.
Oh, well, that'll be fun. Now, you have anything planned or?
Whatever the hell he wants to do.
Whatever the hell he wants to do. Well,
Yep.
I mean, that's going to cost you a pretty penny. I always
Yeah.
found that Ocean City's like stupid expensive.
Yeah, it is. I'd rather go to Myrtle Beach, but I don't feel like making that drive.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, for some reason that we are up on, but for I don't know why it's using a different. Fuck it, whatever. We're up on Facebook, right? We're up everywhere else.
We're on YouTube, and it says Wyatt 6 debut.
Yeah, I see that. I don't know why it. I don't know why I jumped over to that. That's strange. Strange. Well, whatever. We'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. We will fix it in post. All right, so Ocean City. I've never was a big fan of Ocean City. I always thought it was too freaking expensive. I mean, I spent a lot of time down there when I was younger, and, but anymore, I'd rather go to Myrtle and Virginia Beach, maybe, but Myrtle for sure. So
It's the closest right now, and the kid wants to go one more time before he goes back to school, so I figured make it like a small trip.
right on. Owen Hardy's in the chat. Owen had surgery today, man. I hope you're doing good.
Get well, Owen.
Get that arm straightened out. I mean, I never got mine. I don't know if you can tell or not. One's longer than the other. Never got that taken care of, but shit happens.
Owen's had some rough luck over the last year.
I think I don't know the professional wrestling is going to be for him. Definitely lawn care is not since he lost a toe.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out something that he can do that he is not going to.
Stay away from lawnmowers and clotheslines.
That's right. No more claymores. Right? Claymore is not your finisher. Stick with the whatever your finisher was supposed to be. So. Anyway, let's get into it. I shot a video, the hard questions on Saturday, and I wanted to go over a couple of the questions with you. Usually we have more guys. Scotty's not here tonight. Tebow's not here. Austin's not back yet. They're all going to be back here eventually. But
God damn it!
SmackDown. I might just have to sleep for the rest of my. Hey, listen, you could. You probably could. I mean, all these Hardys do. They're up all night. They're up there. They're gonna. It's gonna be night shift. Whatever they do, there's Lacey's in the house. Whatever they do, it's gonna be night shift because they're up all night, and then they sleep all day. That was a song, right? Up all night, sleep all day.
Something like that.
It was. I'm not gonna sing it to you, but yeah, I think it was. I think it was a Kiss song, but I'm not mistaken. I asked a couple questions from SmackDown. SmackDown was very Vampire Lacey, that's for sure. Scott's in the house. And
Of course
chat, you can give me your answers too. You tell me what you think. But Cody Rhodes said to Kevin Owens, I guess the bloodline thing is over for a little while for Cody because it's going to be Roman versus the bloodline. Cody basically challenged Kevin or gave Kevin the opportunity to lose to him or wrestle him at the next pay-per-view. Is it going to be which one is it going to be?
Bash at Berlin.
Bash at Berlin, which is the end of the month. While you drive, I want to slot sang WAA Slaughter say, okay, gotcha, Randy. Oh, got one of the old dudes in the chat, right? He knew that song. So, so Cody versus Kevin. Man, this confused me. I don't know. There's a lot of talent. I'll say I'm basically repeating myself in the video, but there's a lot of talent in that back catering area. One who's definitely should have probably got an opportunity here versus Cody, but it might have been, I don't know, it might have been not believable if Cody beats him. Bobby Lashley, who's now a free agent. A lot of guys back in catering, but Kevin Owens gets the call to face Cody at Bash in Berlin. You have any thoughts on that?
This pay-per-view is kind of like it's just one of them side pay-per-views. Like the main quests are done right now. It's what side quests can we use to fill in and just eat some time up with. Obviously, Gunther versus Randy is going to be the main event because it's Gunther's home country. I don't know. I would have rather seen somebody else other than KO. I would have liked to see another Logan Paul match.
That would have been Lashley's supposed to be boxer now. That's what Lashley's going to be. Ugh.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting. No, I don't.
Can't be any worse than CM Punk in MMA.
Oh, ooh. Well, I mean, Lashley was an MMA guy, right? He had a really good record in MMA back in the day. So, DB Riviera. Ooh, we got a DB Riviera in the house. I can't see it right now. I'm trying to adjust, trying to fix. Exactly. This could be a terrible video. This could be a terrible video because I'm trying to fix what I screwed up earlier. So, don't know exactly why.
Somebody called Damien.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. That's so strange. So strange. Anyway, so Kevin Owens gets the call here for this. How are they going to build this? Because they're supposed to be buddies, right? Supposed to be friends.
They are. Well, Cody did the mic drop the other night and said, "Well, all I got to say to you is I'll see you at Bash in Berlin." So are they not going to build this in any way? I don't know.
I have no idea either. I don't know how they would build it because, again, they're supposed to be friends. Randy, I guess, has now moved over to Raw for a while.
So Randy mentioned in his promo on Raw, which kind of answered my question. Supposedly, if he beats Gunther and wins the world title, Gunther goes to SmackDown in his place.
Goes to? Would you say
yes.
Goes to?
Gunther will be traded to SmackDown if Orton wins the title for Orton.
Huh?
Because Orton said whatever when he's telling him about his predictions or whatever, that Gunther won't have any more free Friday nights.
Do you think at any point that Randy's going to win this title off of Gunther?
Not in Berlin.
Well, I mean, even not in Berlin. I'm
a big Randy fan. I want to see him win not one, not two, but at least 3 more world titles and break Flair's record. But I just can't see them taking the belt off Gunther already.
Anyway, sorry, I'm a little distracted here because I'm trying to fix what I screwed up here earlier. So
you can't multitask, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot easier when I have 4 guys here. I can throw a question out there, and you got, of course, Scott's on here. He could talk for 30 minutes. I could redo everything, and
he recites everything Cornette said in his latest podcast.
That's for sure. So again, don't know how they're going to do this match between Cody and Kevin, unless they turn Kevin heel. And I don't think they want to. I think the crowd loves Kevin. I think people love Kevin. He just came off, that whole big bloodline feud and the whole backing Cody and Randy up for months and months and months, and to turn him heel. I wouldn't understand it if they did, but we've had worse situations happen with WWE. Also, LA Knight, first opponent, Santos Escobar.
Escobar C.
C. I actually like that. I actually thought that's Escobar C. Nope. Okay.
Yeah.
Not CEO.
No.
This one doesn't. This bothered me at first, or not bother me, but this was a little weird at first too. I was like, okay, there's more believable guys in that back. I would love to give, and I know they're going to do a heel turn here with Xavier Woods, but Xavier Woods or Kofi Kingston, LA Knight maybe.
Wrong show.
Doesn't matter. We move Randy over.
They're using the whole he was never pinned at King of the Ring, so he deserves a shot, and it's basically a temporary thing.
Okay. Well, this is a LA Knight Santos Escobar is a rematch from the King of the Ring tournament. They're going to run it back. No chance that LA loses this title.
No, he's not losing it. I'd rather see Carmelo Hayes get the title shot.
Yeah, me too. I would rather see Carmelo Hayes too. First round draft pick, and he eats pins. So, what do we do when we eat a bunch of pins in a row? We Braun Breaker them. We put a title on them.
Yep,
that's what we do. That's what we do. So, Chad, if you have a better idea of who these guys should face, Cody or LA Knight, at the upcoming pay-per-view, please put it in the chat. I'm interested in your thoughts too. There's really nobody going back to Cody. There's nobody on the level of Cody. That's the problem. There's zero people on the level of Cody. Roman is above. I would say Roman is still above Cody.
And we know we're going to get Roman versus Cody 3, but I can see that happening at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Maybe.
I could see that being Rumble. I don't want to see them for a third time at Mania.
I don't think it's going to be Mania. I really don't think it's going to be Mania. I really think we're going to get The Rock, Roman at Mania. I don't think we're going to see Rock till next year, maybe, to build that. But who knows? I mean, just why not run? I mean, why not stay with the bloodline stuff and run the Samoan Werewolf if he's healthy against Cody? Why not run Tangaloa? You know.
I think he's got his eye patch on backwards.
Why not run Tama Tonga? I cannot get over it. I know I wasn't the only one to notice how bad Tangaloa was, and I'm seeing a lot of videos now of just all the bullshit over the years.
His WWE debut and on has been just horrible.
I saw a better angle of the video when he first debuted, and he was literally seconds away from just completely botching that spot where he came from underneath the ring. I don't know if he nodded off or what he was watching, like Friends or something under there, just lost track of time.
My favorite one was from Money in the Bank when he went to low blow Kevin Owens. He punched Tama Tonga right in the fucking head.
How do you think this is not possible? Is it? It's not possible. But there's someone in the WWE that is this fucking bad. I mean, is it?
He's putting some shame on the name of the bloodline right now.
I don't know.
I mean, he's bad. He's terrible.
I don't get it. Do you think they're having like buyer's remorse? Are you thinking they were like, oh man, how did this happen? I think when they brought him in, right, they were thinking Gorillas of Destiny, right? We're gonna bring in Gorillas of Destiny, and Tama Tonga can hide Tangaloa by never tagging him in, or just getting a hot tag and whatever. But
Tangaloa is blind in one eye, can't see out of the other.
You know what this reminds me of now? Do you remember when what's her name? Feel the Glow. Naomi. When Naomi came back, how god awful Naomi was. And still, do you see Naomi on TV much?
I think I just saw her for the first time this past SmackDown, wasn't it?
Was she on SmackDown?
Yeah, when she showed up to help.
She did a run-in. Yeah, she can do a run-in. Yeah, run-ins are fine. Full matches, not so much. When she does a run-in, maybe we get lucky enough to get her to actually trip and slide under the ring like Titus O'Neil. That's what we're hoping.
I could see Tonga. I could see Tongaloa doing that.
God, he's god awful.
Him going under and his eye patch coming out the other side.
You know, the I guess it was right before. Was it the last pay-per-view for WWE? Hey, Alan Carter's in the house. What's up? He is Nia Jax bad. Scotty, you have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Nia Jax.
Nia's been really good here.
She's really good right now.
She's been much improved this current run.
And her legs are a little weaker than normal because when she does that bonsai splash or bonsai drop, lands right on her fucking chest and kills him. So at least she didn't kill Bailey. But anyway, Tongaloa, they had Tama Tonga come out, sneak out of the crowd. Jacob Fatu sneak out of the crowd. Tongaloa, they cut to him. He was eating popcorn and drinking a beer in the second row. He didn't know who the fuck he was. Fucking god awful. God awful.
Yeah.
God awful.
Yeah. I hope Trips has pulled him aside and told him to clean that shit up.
I think he's like, what the fuck you doing?
He
probably has no idea what he's doing.
He must be the short branch on the tree.
Well, every family's got to have one, right?
True.
Every family's got to have one. I can't think of anybody else in that family that is god awful. Was Rosie a bad wrestler?
No,
not
that I remember. I thought he was pretty decent for a big guy.
Was there any other bloodline member?
Man, not that I can think of off the top of my head.
I mean, Nia Jax was the one. She was the one for the longest time. Now it's Tongaloa.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to. I don't know. I hope they vet these Samoans a little bit better before they bring them in. So, God, that spot where he went to put Cody in the corner and just completely fucking missed. Just completely miss. How do you miss the corner? How do you miss a corner? What do you think Cody was thinking? Where the fuck are we going? Where are we going?
Cody was probably like, I'm about to die.
How do we not end up through the middle rope? No idea.
Yeah.
Umaga. Was Umaga bad?
See, I don't really remember too much about Umaga. I don't remember him being that bad. I mean, he did pretty much the same thing that Solo does.
Didn't Umaga have heat? And they buried him for the longest time?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Anyway, there's no one worse than Tongaloa. So, anyway. Yeah. We talked about Bobby Lashley on Friday. Some more things came out about Bobby Lashley. His contract is up with WWE. I do not know if there's a 90-day compete clause or non-compete clause. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But he was on a recent podcast. I got the clip of it. And I'll let you guys watch it, then we'll discuss it real quick.
I had a connection with Vince. Vince understood me.
Mm-hmm. Courtesy of the
Vince
Laboratory podcast.
On like this show. He looked at people that were stars, and he saw that in me. And there was a lot of little nuggets that Vince would give me all the way throughout my career and tell me different things. So Vince just looked at me. He was like, I can tell Bobby works his ass off. I can send him anywhere around the country to represent the brand. Company, the brand. And he just looked at me as a star, so I like Vince.
So we going with Vince.
I haven't really had too much connection with Hunter. Hunter has his guys, and I've tried to, but we haven't really worked enough together to even get to know each other.
So Bobby Lashley, I mean, we heard that there was some issues with Bobby and Triple H, and they didn't really get along, or they didn't see eye to eye. But now it's out, right? Now it's out that basically Triple H had no idea how to book this guy. Is it because I said it earlier with the Cody and Kevin thing, and Cody and whoever battling. It's got to be believable, right? When you put guys in the ring against champions, it's got to be believable. I feel like if you put Cody in there with Bobby Lashley, and Cody wins, obviously, it's a little bit more believable, right? But there's a level of wrestler there. Like Bobby's up here, Cody's up here, Roman's up here, Randy's up here. Then you got your middle tier guys. if you put Bobby in there with Sami Zayn, should he ever beat Bobby? Not a fucking chance.
No,
No way. Are they going to put Bobby over?
doubtful.
No, they're going to put Sami Zayn over. So there's a level of credibility there, I believe. And with having a guy like Lashley on the roster, it's harder to book him.
He's a big, imposing guy. He looks like $1 million.
Yeah, he's huge. I thought, of course, you don't let Bobby go. You don't let Bobby go to AEW, right? Anywhere but AEW. He's not the greatest promo in the world. He looks like $1 million. He dresses like $1 million. He's a veteran. I don't know how Bobby is. He looks the same since the first day I saw him. His neck is not as thick as it used to be, but he's still a big boy.
Yeah.
And this might be, you tell me what you think. Do we send him down to NXT and have him face Obafemi?
Lashley? I mean, he said he'd do whatever. I'd like to see it. That'd be a hell of a match.
Bobby, and I've heard this a million times, Bobby is a guy that is willing to play ball. Yeah. Like he's willing to work with creative and and do whatever he has to do for the story. Bobby's not a Bobby guy. Bobby's a company guy. There's a lot of guys in that company that aren't like that. Well,
exactly.
That's not going to work for me, brother, type of thing that we've heard a million times. So why not keep a guy like that around, Rick?
Exactly. Like I say, you could, if he's willing to do anything, you could utilize him anywhere, put him up against anybody, have him do anything. So, I mean, and we've already seen the low point of Bobby Lashley's career when he was feuding with Rusev for his wife.
And now that we know more about Alana, who would have won that? Who was the winner there?
Who the hell cares?
Rusev should have been like, "No, you take her. You take her. It's fine. You take her." But again, Bobby, going back to the whole credibility thing, if you want to build guys, right? You don't need to build Cody. You don't need to build Sammy. You put him in there with Sammy. Sammy's going to win, but it doesn't make sense, right? Yeah. But you want to build a guy like Obafemi. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He was on Raw last night, standing there, right? Who's he standing there staring at?
Otis. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, right. Which I'm sure tonight will be the open challenge for Obafemi. Will be Otis. Yeah. But you want to build a guy like Obafemi, or you want to build a guy like Ethan Page, or you want to.
Bobby Lashley's your guy. He's a big, imposing figure that will make somebody look even better once they can beat a guy like Bobby.
Yeah, if you send Bobby down to the NXT, to the training center. He works with all the guys, right? He's a presence down there. Those guys, all the people down there can bend his ear. He gets to work with young and up and coming talent.
Trick Williams could benefit.
Oh my! And a million fucking times, Trick Williams could benefit.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's actually a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But we let the guy go.
Yeah,
we just let him go.
Maybe Vince wasn't a racist after all.
Yeah. Well, let's not go there. We all say he's probably. I don't know if Vince was a racist. The people say he was, but Bobby loved Vince. So who knows? People say shit to be funny or not be funny. We've heard all Vince say the N-word before. Who do you say it to? Cena? Who do you say it to? Yeah, I mean Booker. He said it to Booker one time. So.
But really, that's what Vince liked, was guys that wanted to play ball and do whatever he wanted them to do. And if Bobby is that guy that's like, hey, I'll do whatever it is you want me to do to help the product, why wouldn't Vince love a guy like that and give a push?
There's certain guys that Vince had over the years. And I know Bobby made the comment about Triple H. Triple H has got his guys. Well, Vince had his guys too.
Yep.
Right, Vince had his guys too. You Cena, your Stone Colds, your Rocks, your Triple H's,
Shawn Michaels.
Like he had Hulk Hogan. You just go on back further. He had his group of guys. You have a core set, and it's the same thing with independent companies too. You have your core people. Of course, you're going to have the Buff Bagwells come in from time to time in these indie companies, or Tony Atlas. So, but they're not your core people. Your core people are your independent, or your guys that are in your company, that are in your circle that you can count on for day in, day out to make sure things get done, make sure the talent is doing what they're supposed to do. Take credit, or take the product and run with it. Me guys are no good, right? Bobby's not a me guy. Bobby's a company guy. So
Yeah.
big mistake by
AEW has a lot of me guys.
Yeah, big mistake by WWE letting Bobby Lashley go. So, one last topic here before we get into the Raw preview. So you say you only caught clips of the Thunder Rosa Deonna Purrazzo match. I was going back today and looking some of the bloody matches over the last couple years or whatever. Most of them are in AEW. There's some independent stuff, but the one with Ty Conti where it looked like she just took red lipstick and put on her face.
That was terrible.
God awful terrible. But when you look like Ty Conti, you don't fucking mess with the moneymaker, right?
Exactly.
You don't blade yourself.
Yeah, that's like Sky Blue taking that chair shot from Willow.
Oh, she could have died.
Yeah, broke a fingernail.
Literally could have died. So you get Thunder Rosa, and we've seen her in multiple of these matches where she's got color. She was bleeding everywhere, bled like a stuck pig.
She did with Britt Baker a couple times.
Yep, she did. She did Britt Baker. I believe she did something with Ruby Soho, maybe. I think there was some sort of tag. It was 2-on-2, I think, maybe. Anyway, we've seen Thunder Rosa bleed on numerous occasions. We've seen Britt Baker. We've seen Ty Conti's lipstick get messed up. We've seen Anna Jay bleed.
It was Bunny and
Bunny.
Penelope Ford.
Yes,
that's who it was.
Yeah, well, it was, and who was with Anna Jay?
It was Anna Jay and Ty Conti, and it was Bunny and Penelope Ford.
So we've seen these women bleed before. Does it bother you?
No,
it doesn't bother you.
Not really.
I watched the match. I was weirded out. I maybe it's just
it's because you're not used to it.
Yeah, you're so used to seeing John Moxley bite his tongue and bleed all over the place. You're so used to seeing, we saw Cactus Jack bleed a few times. We see the Flair's head busted open because of his blood pressure. Like, we've seen guys bleed for years.
Yeah.
But there's something about a woman when they're bleeding that just doesn't sit right with me. And I don't know. I don't want to sound like an old person. Women shouldn't be wrestling. But no, I don't think that aspect of wrestling is needed. Shit happens. Stuff happens, right? Becky Lynch, face busted open by the sofa bed, right? She got busted open by Nia Jax. That shit happens.
Yeah.
Lita, I think Lita got busted open one time. Accidents happen. But legit, like, these girls beat if you have not watched this match, it was on Collision last week. Nobody watched it. I think only 300,000 people watched it. But if you get a chance, go back and watch it on YouTube. Was this Scotty's commenting on
women are supposed to bleed from the other end.
Okay, Jesus Christ, Scotty.
I don't even know I read that out loud because I should have knew that's where he was going.
When he said it, Messenger, I was looking. I was like, oh, I'm not going to read it.
I've said worse.
Yeah. Yes, way worse. Way worse, Vince. There's just, again, I don't think it's a necessary thing to have the women bleed. They both came out wearing white, so you knew something was gonna go down. These women absolutely beat the shit out of each other. They beat each other up so bad. I'm not too sure that some of this wasn't real. Like, some of this wasn't like a real straight on shoot. There was chairs being flung, the drop kicks into the chairs, unprotected drop kicks into chairs. I just don't dig it. I don't think it was necessary. It's just not my bag.
We've got Mariah May versus Tony Storm on deck at All In. Do you think we're going to see some color in that match?
Absolutely. We've already seen
The
Tony
shoe.
Storm bleed. The shoe. Yeah, that was another one. She beat the and now we
That was like horror movie blood.
She bled. she did gig herself, but I don't know. To me, it's not necessary. I'd rather see the women wrestle, and not focus on spewing all over the fucking ring, right? I don't know. I
wonder how much of that is Tony Khan asking them to do it, or if they're willing to do it on their own accord.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no. I don't think Tony Khan's booking any of this shit. I think he's putting. And I've done this. I've said, hey, you and you, this is your match. This is the finish. Work out the middle. And I'm sure they were sitting there like, okay, well, what if you hit me as hard as you can with a fucking sledgehammer? Okay, I'm in, right? I don't know that they have agents. Maybe they have agents. I don't have a clue to tell them no or yes, or that's not going to work for me, brother. I don't know. But again,
I think it's more of a you're not used to seeing women bleeding every match because
I think at this point I've watched so much wrestling that it still doesn't sit right with me. I watched probably 10 women's matches. There's a match from Japan that was not ended up being a legit fight, and good luck. Squiggly letter versus squiggly letter. No idea what their names were. But they put a young girl in a prominent spot because she was pretty. And that's how the commentator said it. She's very pretty. That's how this fight started. There was another, she kind of looked like the Nia Jax version of a Japanese woman. And she legit beat this girl's face so bad that she couldn't wrestle anymore. I think she came back to wrestling, but she was never the same. And she wasn't back very long. I'll send you the link. And because of this girl getting a spot over her, she beat this girl senseless. Like she legit beat this girl. Like it was attempted murder.
Damn.
It was bad.
New Jack.
Yeah. New Chan. That's
the only thing missing was the scaffolding and a screwdriver or something.
Yeah, it was unsettling, and so was this Thunder Rosa match, and I like both of them. I like Deonna Purrazzo better. I think Thunder Rosa is a little bit better of a wrestler, but I don't know. It's just unsettling to me. Not a big fan. So. All right, we're going to get into this Raw review. Please make sure you go like and subscribe. I know we're probably boring the shit out of you right now. We have, I don't know how many people are watching. Can't really tell. But must not have been a good number. Ricky leaned forward, looked at the number, and then backed up. We had 5 or 6 on YouTube. We had 4 or 5 on Facebook for a while there. So who knows? We get a lot of people coming back and watching later on. So if you're watching later on, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Right?
Absolutely.
Go like the video. If you're on Facebook, go like the video. If you're on YouTube, go like the video. If you're on anything else, go like the video. The more likes, the more bells, gets us in people's algorithm. And we appreciate it. And one day, maybe we will be semi-rich from this. Speaking of semi-rich, we now have a Patreon page now. I've showed it in a link. It'll be in the link of the video today. We have a fantasy league that you guys need to get in. It's $5 a month. You can't beat it. It starts at All In. It runs for 2 months, and then it reboots itself. We're going to crown a champion after 2 months. So it's $5 a month. You can't beat it. You're going to get some other extra stuff. All right. So we have one level right now. So it's a $5 level. So if you get it, you get access to the fantasy league. You're going to also get access to giveaways at the end of the month. We're going to pick up a date once we get some subscribers, and we're going to give. Sorry, I can't be on at the moment. I hope you have a great show. Oh, Well, you're great timing, buddy. We're 30 minutes in.
Who the hell was that?
Jeremy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus.
T-Bone. So anyway, you get access to the Fantasy League. You get access to the giveaway that we're going to do once a month. Also, we are going to do there are did I mention the giveaways?
Yeah, you mentioned giveaways.
Okay, I mentioned the giveaway. Also up on the Patreon is my first collector's card, my first card, baseball card, wrestling card, whatever. If you buy that, I will sign it, autograph it, and I will mail that out to you. Make sure you get one of them. I only have like 11 left. That's it. Sold 30.
Damn.
Yeah, sold 30. So only 11 left, and that's it. If you're really nice to me, I'll get Adam Armstrong to sign it too, because he's also on that card. It's the card. It's an error card because I didn't. Here's what's wrong with it. I'm putting at his package, right? I'm putting straight at Adam Armstrong's dick. You want that, right? You want that. So anyway, I call that the infamous dick card. So anytime I take a photo with Adam right now, I immediately double finger gun to the ball sack. That's what I do. Anyway, go subscribe. It's $5 a month. You can't beat that. You can't go to McDonald's for $5 now. You can't go to the dollar store and buy shit for $5. You can't. You just can't.
Can't even go to Five Below and get below $5.
You can't. It's fucking crazy. All these stores now, Dollar General, below Five Below, Buck-a-fuck. You can't get any of these. All these businesses are liars now. You need to change your fucking names, all of you. Dollar General was Dollar General, or generally more than a fucking dollar now. So fucking terrible. Anyway,
generally, dollars more than you can afford.
At the end of this, anyway, it is helping the pot. It is helping us generate revenue, and that's what it's all about. I don't give a fuck what you want to buy. Help us or not, whatever. The Fantasy League's fun. We've done it for a while now. We took a little bit of a break, so the Fantasy League is going to be fun. You also get access to chat on there that we can all bullshit and talk back and forth. So more things to come with that. Once I sell out of these cards, we're probably going to do a full-on hard way wrestling cast card where everybody will be on there. We'll send those out to we'll send those out to people also. And then what you guys have all been waiting for, I'm sure 100%, there will be a Scotty Two Bodies card. It'll be a centerfold. It'll fold and open up.
It'll be the poster size, so we can get all of them in it.
It'll look like a greeting card. That's what it'll be. It'll be a greeting card. And then when you open it, in the middle, a spoon will pop up. A little spoon will pop up. So anyway, please go support the Patreon. We'd appreciate it. So let's get into Raw. Do you have Raw pulled up?
No.
Oh,
never. I was late to the show last night. Like
so fucking bad, bro. Okay, let's see if I got it. All right, it opened the show with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's talking shit. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, see, I forgot it was Monday fucking night, and then it's probably like at the end of this. It was actually I realized it after the match with Carlito and Damian Priest that it was Monday, and I was already 40 minutes late on Raw.
Well then, you did catch up though, right?
Yeah, I did catch up.
All right, wasn't a bad Raw. I forget where they were. Were they in Texas? Is that
yeah.
Where they were? Yeah, they were in Texas. Anyway, Damian Priest versus Carlito. Damian Priest obviously wins this match. It looks like that he's going to be working himself through the Judgment Day to get back to Finn. I believe towards the end of this match,
backstabbing Balor.
Backstabbing. JD took a pretty fucking nasty shot, super kick or shot to the face right at the end of this. What do you think? They're calling them the twins. What are they? Evil twins? What are they?
Terror twins.
Terror twins. What do you think of that?
The name's kind of silly, but it's whatever.
Okay.
Supposedly, I heard they're going to change the Judgment Day's name to Street Trash.
I like that. I like that. We had an Odyssey Jones versus a guy named Vincent Winey. Odyssey Jones continues to impress.
He looks good.
He is good. He beat a enhancement talent tonight, Vincent Winey. NXT guy. Like Vincent was from NXT. They said he's from the Performance Center. So good debut on the main roster. I'm sure this guy, they called him and said, "Hey Vince, we want you to come to main tonight." And he's probably like, "Holy shit,
that works for me, brother."
Yeah, I'm in. And then he finds out he's getting his ass handed to him by Odyssey Jones. Odyssey Jones is a monster.
Yes.
It looks like Xavier Woods is not happy.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I was cracking up with Kofi calling him the final testicle.
Yeah, yes, they did.
And,
he did
and also Karrion Kross calling out Kofi on saying that Odyssey Jones is the replacement of Big E.
Yeah. So Xavier Woods clearly get ready to turn. To turn.
Yeah, he was not happy.
Which, honestly, I think it's a great idea. I think Xavier Woods is a good singles competitor. Will be a good. Yeah, I think he.
I don't know.
Don't see enough of it.
I'm still surprised they gave him King of the Ring a few years ago.
Well, I mean,
like I think it was kind of like, well, we
pushed grease.
Yeah, we pushed Kofi to the top. We pushed Big E to the top. I guess we'll give you a run now. And yeah, he had that King of the Ring win, then an injury, and then Bobby Lashley killed him and an injury.
Yeah. What was his name? What was his name when he was on the Indies?
Consequences Creed.
That's what it was. No, that wasn't the Indies. That was
TNA.
Was that TNA?
Yeah.
Was he in TNA?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I thought it was at Ohio Valley Wrestling. OV.
No, I think it was in TNA.
Oh, okay. Odyssey Jones squashes poor Vincent Winey. So we had American Made. They defeated the Alpha Academy. We had
it wasn't a bad match, actually.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. There was a point there where I think Brutus might have been a little too rough with Otis, and Otis took a fucking swing, took a big ass swing at him and clobbered him. Yeah, it's fun to see. It's fun to see receipts given in the actual wrestling ring.
Yeah, when they did that power bomb superplex, like Otis went straight on the back of his neck.
Right on the back of his neck. Actually, that was a scary spot.
Yeah, and then Tozawa tried to jump in between them, and even he caught Otis on the way down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Otis kicked in the side of the head on the way down. Poor Otis. Anyway, we had right before this match, we had an Ivy Nile.
That was after.
No, it was before. No, Ivy Nile went up to Dupree and basically said, "Hey, let me talk to Chad. Well, come over, train with us, whatever."
That part.
She turned him down, and then Ivy said, "Yep, I was afraid you were going to say that." And then Ivy jumps her at the end of this match, causes a distraction in Alpha Academy, ends up losing. Roll up. I think it was a roll up on Tozawa. So. American Made. They had a Chad Gable in France or in Paris at the
Olympics.
Yeah. So talking shit about the Wyatt Six. I kept the way they had the camera, the way they had it, the background, the Coliseum or whatever. I kept waiting to see Sister Abigail go.
Yeah.
Just kind of peek out. I wanted it so bad, but they didn't do it. So missed opportunity. Damage Control versus PFC ends in a DQ for number one. It was a number one contenders match. Ricky, what is the new name?
So I didn't hear it correctly. I had to Google it after. It's Pure Fusion Collective.
Pure Fusion.
Why the hell they would use that name, I don't know.
Very confusing because it looked like they weren't buying it either. Pure Fusion Collection. I don't get it.
I don't either.
Is that some sort of dildo?
I said it was sound like a woman's razor to shave their bush with.
Yeah, it's what a terrible fucking name. Can you give me
It is.
another faction that has a terrible name over the years? All right, we're gonna put that out.
I'm sure there's some out there. I just can't
We're
think
gonna
of them
put
right
that
now.
out to everybody in the chat. We'll make a post about it. Whatever in the chat. Give me some factions that have some really shitty names.
Yeah, it's worse than the fucking Job Squad.
Yeah, that. Oof. No, I don't know. This might be the fucking worst. This is really bad.
Final Testicle.
Yeah, that's made up. Anyway, damage control. It all ends in a DQ. And we get a Bronson Reed.
And there's gonna be a triple threat tag title match next week between those three teams. Yep.
Got you. We had a segment in the back with R-Truth and The Miz.
And Orton.
And Orton. Who did he say The Miz was going to face?
He said he was getting an Intercontinental Championship match against Braun.
Oh, he thought it was good. Yeah, he said, no, that's not Braun. It's Bronson Reed. And Randy was like, "You got this. You're the Miz. You're the best ever. You're one of the. You're a
two-time Grand Slam champion. You main evented Mania and beat John Cena.
You got this." Got the Miz all pumped up. He's all Miz out. He's like, "Yeah, I got this." He walks away, and R-Truth says, "Do you think he's got a shot?" And he goes, "So, yeah." And he didn't. He didn't have a shot. He ends up losing here to Bronson Reed, but he got out unscathed. R-Truth did not. R-Truth took a multiple splashes from Bronson Reed, and now that's what they were saying in the back. He said, "Bronson Reed, isn't that the guy who killed Seth Rollins?"
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah. Anyway, but now R-Truth is dead. So Bronson Reed smashes another dude.
Right in front of Adam Pearce.
Supposedly Seth Rollins was really hurt, so they were writing him off TV. Is R-Truth hurt?
I don't know. I think
if he wasn't, he is now.
Yeah, I think they've kind of lost direction on what they're going to do with Truth and Miz at this point. They gave them their tag title run. It was good for a short time, but I think everybody's kind of over the comedy act now.
Yeah. Pat McAfee and what's his name?
Cole.
Yeah, Michael Cole. They did like a sports science thing about Bronson Reed and the splashes he did on Seth Rollins last week.
Yeah,
so,
10,000 pounds of force or whatever.
It's actually pretty good. If you've never watched sports science, it was a pretty good show. Canceled. But pretty good show, and they did a pretty good reenactment of that sports science. For
Side note, they also announced mixed tag match at Bash at Berlin, Rhea and Priest against Dom and Liv.
Yeah, so
we're up to 4 matches now for that pay-per-view.
We'll see. Yeah, they'll add one more by then. I'm sure it'll be Braun. I'm sure. Maybe sometimes they don't do every belt on shows like that. So
yeah,
we'll see. Maybe we'll get a turn by then for Xavier Woods. But a lot of stuff with New Day they keep on main TV, so they don't really take that to a pay-per-view type of thing. So end of the night we had and there was legit 15 minutes left in the night. Braun Breaker defeated
Orton, and you skipped the Orton Gunther promo.
Oh yeah. We had that's right. Yeah, that's right. We did. We had
that was actually before the Bronson Reed match.
Oh, okay, so we had Orton Gunther promo. They got face to face. It looked like Orton was going to smack the shit out of Gunther, and then Drew McIntyre's music hits. You hear the sword in the sheath. And he comes down, he's yakking, and didn't yak for long.
He got Gunther distracted long enough for Orton hit the RKO on him.
And CM Punk shows up, throws him into the stairs and pulls his belt off and beats the absolute piss out of him. And
Yeah.
one person said to me, "Oh, that wrestling's fake. Let me take this fucking belt off I got on right now and hit you over the back 15 times like he did Drew." And I saw a picture of Drew's back, pretty welded up. So looked pretty fake to me.
Yeah.
But CM Punk got a pound of flesh there from Orton.
We got to get a bracelet on a pole ladder match or something.
We might have to. Did you see Punk's shirt? Said best in the world, and it had Larry on the front of it. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny. So we had a best 2 out of 3 falls match for the Intercontinental title. Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn. Sami takes the first pinfall by hitting a haluva kick. And then Brunson just goes on to take the next 2 falls to hold on to the IC title, beating this absolute piss
Picked
out of
him
him.
up and tossed him over the barricade into that chair at the timekeeper area.
What did you think of the spear? What did you think of the spear off the top when Sammy went to come
That
off
was,
the top?
that was a good finish.
Yeah, it was okay. I've seen better spears. I think they're telling, because for a while there, Braun was just running guys over.
Yeah.
I think they told him to back off a little bit or ease up because his last couple spears, not very powerful. He's not running the ropes super hard now. So
He's probably afraid of Sammy missing a step and staggering out of his way.
yeah, true.
Maybe he doesn't want to do a Goldberg and go into a turnbuckle post and knock himself out.
We got Raw ratings over the last couple weeks. 1.7 million last week for Raw.
Raw's pretty good.
Yeah, Raw's
They've
pretty
been running
good.
some good shows.
1.7. They're just $1 million over what NXT is, or not NXT, AEW.
AEW.
So, anyway. All right, well, that's good. Do it here for Heart Rate Wrestling. We'll be back on Friday with more shenanigans. We should by then have a full house, hopefully, and maybe some good topics by then. I won't be dribbling over trying to figure out what the fuck I did wrong. So stupid.
God damn it, Vince.
What the fucking moron. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Please go like and subscribe. Again, if you don't like looking at us, we're on iTunes, Google Play, anywhere you could find a podcast. We do it and we got it. They'll be up there. Also, we'll be releasing stuff on our Patreon that only members can see. So if you want to see dick pics from Ricky,
if
you want to see Scotty topless, you can only do it on Patreon. So I just gotta get Scotty to take that picture. Scotty holding his spoon.
Those relaxed fit shirts on.
Oh yes. Oh, Scotty, we love Scotty sometimes. Anyway, that's gonna do it for Heart Rate Wrestling. We'll see you next time
On the hard way.
Conan.